welcome to Achiever Spotlight. As you know, Achiever Spotlight puts the spotlight on entrepreneurs who are on their way up, blazing a trail, and inspiring others. In this episode today, we've got with us Avishek, who's got a very innovative venture, and he is set to blaze a trail in the F&B space with something which is very new, very fresh. So, welcome, Abhishek. Could you please tell us a little bit about yourself to start with?
Yeah, so with Habit, what we are trying to do is we are trying to help people inculcate a habit of eating healthy. And the purpose, it all comes down to making it easier for people to eat healthy. And we are trying to get it to bring it at par with taking money out of an ATM, something at that level we are going to bring healthy food eating to.
Wonderful. So, food out of an ATM. What kind of food
Yes.
are you planning to offer?
So yeah, so the first thing that we were hit with is that we got to bring out something with healthy foods. It's because of what we saw. The pain point is that people do have the disposable income. People have a high spending power these days. They are used to the global lifestyle, and what stops them? But even though they have all these things, they are marching ahead towards a better lifestyle. But still, because I was also part of the corporates, I haven't seen people to be that happy. That happiness is somewhere missing. So we thought if we could bring in that, I mean, we could augment that happiness by doing our bit through foods, then why not? So yeah, food was the first primary thing that came into our minds that we got to bring in. And the second thing that we worked on was, even though we are like time bound, everyone is like busy with their lives. We have these three basic meals that we got to have, break time snacks. But what happens globally? I mean, what is the standard set is you need to have two small healthy snacks throughout the day, which in our Indian way of eating or in the Indian mindset we were missing out. Everyone wants to eat healthy, but then due to some of the other constraint, they have been like prohibiting themselves. So yeah, this is the gap that we try to fill in by bringing in our healthy small time. I mean, the small break time meals, and then so let's see how it goes.
So, Abhishek, what kind of healthy
And
food are you talking about? Is it a snack bar? Is it fruits? What is it?
so we are experimenting with salads. And why salads? Because again, salad happens to be a nice break time thing all around. I mean, globally, it is seen to be something that people usually prefer. But
Yes,
in India, what has happened with salads is this is seen as more as a side dish rather than a meal.
yes.
So, uh, so psychologically, this side dish is something that we want to capitalize on and to make it a more type of a healthy meal. So we talk of momos, you got warm momos. You talk of pizza, we got ample names. We talk of burger, we got Burger King, we got McDonald's. But what about salads? And plus, with all that is happening now, the Atmanirbhar thing and everything pushing it. So why not to have something in India for Indians, and then yeah, who knows? We can take it international as well.
Excellent. I am already started to feel that having salads is definitely one of the things that we are missing in our daily diets. But you mentioned that the food will be coming out of ATM kind of a machine.
Yeah.
So how will a
Yes.
salad come out of a ATM kind of a machine? Could you explain that?
Fine. So as of now, as I was saying, the main product happens to be the salads, smoothies, and the oats that we are going to get into the market for a marketing buzz. But why this the machines is because, see, we do have the best of products in our town, right? Even there are people who know about this, but how many? I mean, we are all the time and energy thing that like prevents us from going far off to get these healthy salads, even though we have all the Swiggies and the Zomatos of the world. But still, whenever people are ordering something, they have it in their mind here, rather than going for a 200 rupees ka salad, why not to have a proper meal, sort of tandoori chicken weekend? Why not to have all those things rather than a light salad?
Yeah.
So of what we thought of key, rather than marketing ourselves and then expecting people to come to us, why not to reach out to these people? And so the biggest barrier to this was convenience. So we thought that we are anyways not getting into the three main meals. We are into something that is like a break time impulsive buy.
Yes.
So why not to have our these machines, this what we call it to be as smart fridges, not the machines. So why not to have all these IoT enabled smart fridge placed at locations where our target resides? it could be housing societies, it could be hostels, it could be offices, it could be hospitals, it could be hotels, anywhere. Wherever we have a target crowd, we can have this smart fridge, which is customer friendly. We have the UI thing that is very engaging with our customers. So yeah, with salad we are bringing in tech so that we have a nice product to take it to our masses.
So integrating technology with salads using IoT, would you also be using mobile apps?
Yeah, so this is where the entire tech thing comes in. So I'll give you an example. Say suppose uh, an employee working at the fourth floor of the company, and he knows that they have their canteen at the seventh floor. So with our machine, we do have all these salads placed stocked in our machines, in our fridges. So even while sitting at his desk, he can see the real time availability of, say, suppose salad X. If he is interested in salad X, he can have his ingredients put up as well. Say suppose he wants lettuce instead of anything else, so he can play around with the ingredients that he wants with his stuff. Then he can have this thing booked, because he can have all this real time visibility. He can have this thing booked, pre-booked, for say 2 hours later, whenever he goes out to that place, he can have this thing that is kept aside for him only. So this is where the
Wow.
entire tech and IoT comes in.
Sounds very, very exciting and very, very yummy. I'm already wanting to get my hands on a salad coming out through a vending machine. This is going to be exciting times, Abhishek. So tell me,
Yeah,
what
definitely.
inspired you to come up with this idea?
So okay, so even during my MBA days and during my work, I always had it in my mind that I got to do something on my own. So I ventured out with two of these startups, but it didn't work. But this time, I have been following this company that inspired me. So I've been following all that trends that have been taking place globally. And now that I understood that this is the Indian market is thriving for something healthy to have. Plus, with the pandemic coming in, of what I have understood, see, like, for example, say suppose what happened with the digital payments thing with demonetization, it changed the entire landscape of the industry, the digital payments, and made it a habit. So what I
Yes.
am figuring it out this way, that people are not more seeking for healthier options and immunity boosting foods than ever. And so I see it in that way. So had we have launched it 2 years back, we would have gone on a more of a smooth sailing. But now is the time if we can hit in. So the market is all opened up for us. And so yeah, that's what I think is like the right time to hit the market.
Excellent. I agree. People are definitely more conscious about their health now than probably they were a year ago.
Ever.
So,
Yeah.
Abhishek, I've heard that in entrepreneurs, and normally I've seen it with many entrepreneurs across the world, there are ups and downs. There are many challenges as well. There are some mistakes also which we make along the way. Would you like to share maybe one or two mistakes which you would like to correct if you were to start all over again?
There are lots. So for the first thing that I mean, everything else is manageable, but one thing that I've understood comes in handy is people management. It's
Mm,
because not just with this venture, even with the previous venture, of what I understood, I brought in a good team, right?
mm,
But everyone's vision was not at the same place. I mean, I had something in my mind, the other person had something else. So till the time we do not come down to a table with the same vision, we are not contributing towards the same goal. So
mm.
for me, people's management comes in as the most important thing that everyone should be looking at to. Is because I wouldn't say I have succeeded in this skill, but yeah, over the last 1 year's time with Herbit, I have been reaching out to people. I mean, stakeholders in the industry. I've been meeting people who are in the salads industry, people in corporates where I could go and pitch the product. I've been talking to people who are in the machine side, people in the tech side, and of what I've understood that people are there, but you never know what their intentions are and which way it will lead you to. So yeah,
Right.
the better, yeah, people skill is what I would bank on. Most
Okay.
importantly, skills, even if you don't have a certain skill, we can bring in, we can
Yes.
have someone hired who can bring in those skills. But
Yes.
yeah, being the entrepreneur, being the flag bearer, you need to have certain skills, and this for me is the utmost.
Agreed. Agreed. And are there any tips or secrets, or maybe your secret sauce that maybe you'd like to share with the people, individuals out there who would like to start their own venture? Maybe let's say the top 3 tips that you'd like to give them. What would those be?
Okay, so yeah, so uh, the first thing that comes in my mind is determination. You always have to be determined. There is no secret sauce. If you're out there in the world, you need to have this basic skill, because everyone is out there to get a chunk of the market. Everyone is out there to uh, dissolve all that you have done. So yeah,
Yes.
the first and foremost thing is determination. You have to be determined. You know that this is what I want, and I got to give my 110% into it. I got to give everything that I have. Now that you have chosen the path, you got to give everything that you have. So there will be good days, there will be bad days. Rather, there will be more of bad days coming in. But yeah, you have to be determined to
Right.
not let it go midway.
Right.
First, and the second would be patience. It demands patience, is because uh, it's something that I tell from my own experiences. Because while I was jumping into a habit, reaching out to people, all energized, uh, I got this first space, right? I got this MNC in the heart of Pune that has agreed to give me the space for putting up our first stage. And throughout the talks, it came in that yeah, by end of the financial year, we'll be putting up our own machine. So I waited 6 months so that by March of 2020, we will be having the space
Mm.
uh, to go ahead with the project and to make it live.
Mm.
After the wait of 6 months, on March 2020, we get to know that there is this pandemic and everything is going to be shattered. All the plans are shattered. Everything is gone worldwide. So yeah, the 6 months of patience. Again, we got to wait for don't know how many
Right.
days. So
Right.
this is what entrepreneurship demands.
So
We are not served everything
determination.
on a bed of roses. So yeah,
So determination is one,
patience. Yeah.
patience is second. Any third?
Third would be uh, you again. Since our product is entirely revolving around happiness, so this is what you got to bring in. I mean, if you are happy, you
Mm.
can keep your team happy. You can go out, and that positivity should come into every person you meet across the table. That has to come in some way or the other. You can either pretend or you can be happy, but yeah, if you're happy, it helps. Definitely helps,
Wonderful.
and that
So
is something that comes from our inner self. Yeah.
wonderful. So that's determination, patience, and a positive mental attitude.
Positive mental
Fantastic.
attitude.
Fantastic. So, if any of our viewers out there want to join in your movement and help you develop this further, is there any way that you have in which they can tie up with you, maybe to sell your venture or maybe to participate in some manner?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So we are all open to cooperation. So the industry that we are working in, even I come across people telling me that, yeah, we got to know something who is in the same space in the healthy market. They raised so and so funds. But I do not see it that way. I see it more as uh, cooperation over competition. The market is all opened up to us. The ecosystem has, I mean, everyone can come in. So
Hmm.
as you were saying, if someone wants to come, yeah, sure, because now we are starting small. We
Right.
have plans of raising funds in future, and with funds we need right people, smart people to help us in getting to what we have planned out. So yeah, we are all open. Yeah, definitely anyone can reach out.
So, where can they get in touch with you, Abhishek, if somebody wants to get in touch with you?
So we do have our website wherein we have all the mailing address, we have all the contact number, so they can reach out to me via that very medium. They can call me or they can mail me. I'm all open. We are all free for these days. Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. So, guys out there, in case you're interested in getting in touch with Avishek and being a part of this wonderful journey of Herbit, please click on the link below. You'll be directed to their website. You can get contact details from them. You can send him an email. You can contact him on the phone. Please send a message before you call, because Avishek these days is very, very busy making tie-ups across the country. So please send him a message first, and I'm sure he'll call you back as soon as he can. Thank you so much, Avishek. It was a pleasure having you with us today. And I wish you all the best. And I hope that you go international very, very soon.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah.